Welcome back with Drafting and with Mark, and in this video we're going to take a look at doing some polar arrays, and we're going to create this shape, and I think I'm going to kind of create it as quickly as I possibly can. Now there'll be some other ways that you can do this, and I'm going to highlight that as we're going through this. Some people would elect to do an array and then trim it all out, or they will do some stuff in the front end and then make AutoCAD complete it, and that's going to be the way that I'm going to approach that one in this video. Alright, so enough wasting time, let's get right to it. Alright, so my easiest approach to create this one is I'm going to start off by creating this circle that has a radius of 73, and then next I'm going to create this circle here. And I'm going to create this one, right? So these are all three concentric circles. Now, one of the two things that I want you to take a look at is that this circle here happens to be located on the quadrant of this circle. And then this one is going to be located on the quadrant of this circle here. So we're going to do that, and we're going to create those two circles. And then on the inside, this is going to be easy. We're just going to cut the keyway through it, and that should be no problem there. Alright, let's flip over to AutoCAD and get started on this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off by doing some of the normal stuff we usually do. Let's turn the grid off. We're going to turn our ortho on. And then let's go ahead and take a look at what running O snaps that I have turned on. Okay, so I have just those, the ones that I have turned on. Let's show that one more time. And you can go ahead and pause there, and you can take a look at the ones that I like to have turned on. So like I said in the intro here, let's go ahead and make three circles. I'm going to use a circle, center radius. I'll click here. Let's go ahead and create the first one. It has a radius of 73. Let's go ahead and zoom the extents. Kind of scroll backwards a little bit. Let's go ahead and create our next circle. And it's going to be right at the same center here. This one is going to have a radius of 38.5. And then we're going to put one more circle in the middle of this one. So I'm going to go back to the circle center radius. And it's going to be right here at this center. And it's going to have a radius of 12.5. So that's my three circles. Let's go ahead and zoom the extents and get a little closer. And like I said, let's go ahead and create these circles that's located here on the outside. So I'm going to go back to circle center radius. At this quadrant, I'll go ahead and place a circle that has a radius of 20. Next, let's go ahead and create another circle center radius, and we're going to place it at this quadrant. And then this one is going to have a radius of 10. Let me zoom out just a hair. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to rotate both of these circles and create a copy of them. So let's go to rotate. I'll select both of these circles. Go ahead and hit enter. Pick my base point here in the center. And then I'm going to select the word copy. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to rotate it at an angle of 60 degrees. And the reason I'm doing that is if we refer back to the drawing, I have 6 of these shapes. So 360 degrees divided by 6 is going to be 60 degrees between each one of those. So I'm just going to type in 60 as my angle. And now I have this created. Alright, let's go ahead and escape out of that command and do some trimming. So I'll go to the trim command. And then I'm going to take off this portion here. I'm going to take off this portion and then this one. Oh, let me go ahead and put that last one back. Let me undo that. And then I need to trim off this portion, and then I can take this one. Okay. Alright, and I'm going to do the same here on the inside. So I'm going to trim off this portion here. Take away this one. And remember that I'm about to do it again. I'm going to take off this one first, and then this one. Then I can do the one on the inside. Alright, let's escape out of that. Let's go ahead and delete these two circles. And then what we're going to do next, let's zoom in and take a look right here at the middle and go ahead and knock out our keyway. Right? So I'm going to draw a line from this center, going up a distance of 16. Escape out of that command. Go ahead and use the offset command. It's going to be half of that, so it's going to be 5, so half of the overall width. I'm going to offset this one to that side. I'm going to select the center line again, and offset to that direction. Let's go ahead and draw a line now from that endpoint to this endpoint. Let's go ahead and delete this middle line here. So I'm just going to select that and erase it. Go to the trim command, and then I'm going to trim between these two portions and that. Alright, now believe it or not, the shape is already completed for us, right? We just need one more step here. Zoom back a hair. Let's use the polar array option. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select these two objects and these two objects. Let's go ahead and hit enter. It's going to ask me for the base point. You know where our base point is at, right at the center of this circle. So once I click on here, it should be created. Go ahead and close the array. And now we're done with it, right? So hopefully that gave you a nice or a neat little trick on how you should be, thinking of that. Another way, what I could have did is just arrayed and had all of those circles there and did a lot more trimming. This way I thought about it and I said, well, this is going to allow me to kind of complete this the fastest way possible by trimming the least amount of stuff, right? So you can see that just by understanding to, select a circle and create that and rotate it, it sped things up really quick. So if you like seeing videos like this, or it's something that you would like to see me do or explain more, please go ahead and leave me a comment. And if you like seeing videos like this, please consider subscribing and sharing this video if you know anybody else that wants to learn AutoCAD. Okay, so until the next one, thank you.